All right, so now we're going to be dividing 4,826 by 12. So I'm going to start by writing my partial quotient, setting it up. So 12 is kind of a harder number to divide by. So what I like to do with harder numbers is I write down the multiples of the number to the side so it's easy to refer back to. So I know 1 times 12 is 12. 2 times 12 I know is 24. 3 times 12 is 36. And when it starts to get harder and harder, I can always just add 12 in my head instead of multiplying each time. So 36 plus 12, well, 6 plus 2 is 8. 3 plus 1 is 4. So 48 would be next. Do that again. So let's see, 8 plus 2 is 10, carry the 1. 4 plus 1 plus the 1 we carried is 6. So 60. 0 plus 2 is 2. 6 plus 1 is 7. 2 plus 2 is 4. 7 plus 1 is 8. 4 plus 2 is 6. 8 plus 1 is 9. And let's do one more. 6 plus 2 is 8. 9 plus 1 is 10, so that's in the hundreds place now, 108. So let's see, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, let's just do one more. So 8 plus, well, we actually know 12 times 10. We know it's just 120. So now we have our multiples of 12 up to 10. So this is going to help me when I'm trying to figure out hard problems here. So we have 4 thousands in our number, but we can't split 4 evenly between 12 groups. So we're going to look at our hundreds. In our total number, we have 48 hundreds. Well, we can split 48 hundreds into 12 groups. Actually, that's one of our multiples. Even if it wasn't one of our multiples, we can see which one it's closest to. But luckily, 48 hundreds, oh, we have 48 right here. So I'm going to count 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, it's the 12th multiple, I'm sorry, the 4th multiple of 12. So I know that I'm going to have 400 because we're talking about 48 hundreds. So 12 times 400 is 48 hundreds. So now we're going to subtract. 6 minus 0 is 6. 2 minus 0 is 2. 8 minus 8 is 0. 4 minus 4 is 0. We have 26 left over. Well, let me see. I'm looking at my multiples again. I see 12, 24, 36. Oh, you know what? 36 is already too big. So we need to go back one multiple. I see 24 right here. 24 is the second multiple of 12. So I know that I can multiply 12 times 2 to get 24. Let's see. 6 minus 4 is 2. 2 minus 2 is nothing. So we have 2 left over, or 2 items left over. We can't evenly split 2 items between 12 groups, so we know this is our remainder. We're going to add these together. 400 plus 2 is 402. Remainder 2. But now we're going to check our work. You don't have to draw the arrow if you don't want to, but we're going to show our work over here. You got to do that part. So we have 402. I'm going to take the quotient, and instead we're going to do the opposite of what we did here. We had originally divided 4,826 by 12 to get our quotient. Now we're going to do the opposite and multiply our quotient by 12 to see if we get the same number we started with. 2 times 2 is 4. 2 times 0 is 0. 2 times 4 is 8. Now we're multiplying by 1 in the tens place, so we're putting the 0 in the ones place. 1 times 2 is 2. 1 times 0 is 0. 1 times 4 is 4. Add them up. 4, 2, 8, 4. Close, but we're still 2 away. Oh, that's right. We had a remainder of 2, so we need to add that 2 back into our answer. So we have 4,824, and I'm just now realizing you can't see that. Sorry. And now we're going to add the 2 from the remainder down here. We're going to add that in to see if we get our starting number. Oh, look at that. This is the number we had originally started with. So that means our quotient right here, 402 remainder 2, is correct. So I'm going to write 402 remainder 2 on the y, because that is our quotient. 4,826 divided by 12 is 402 remainder 2. We're going to do one more problem. Flip our pages over to C, and I'm going to start by setting up my partial quotients again. 3,208 divide by 15. And like I said, 15 is also a hard number, a hard multiple. So I'm going to write my multiples of 15 over here. I know 15 times 1 is 15. 15 times 2 is 30. 15 times 3 is 45. Now it's starting to get tricky. So I think I'm just going to start adding 45 and 15. Well, 5 plus 5 is 10. Carry that 1. 4 plus 1 plus the 1 we carried over is 6. So 60. 0 plus 5 is 5. 6 plus 1 is 7. So we have 75. Let's see. Oh, I'm noticing a pattern. It goes 5, 0, 5, 0, 5. So I'm pretty sure this next one's going to be 0. 5 plus 5 is 10. Oh, so that makes sense. Carry the 1. 7 plus 1 plus the 1 we carried is 9. So we have 90. Let's see. 90 plus 15. Oh, that's 105. And we'll do one more. 5 plus 5 is 10. Carry the 1. 0 plus 1 plus the 1 we carried is 2. 1 plus no hundreds is 1. And if you need to write the actual addition stuff off to the side, that's totally fine too. If you can do it in your head, that's great also. So now let's see. We have 3 thousands in our number, but we can't split 3 equally into 15 groups. So we're going to look at the hundreds now. In our entire number, we have 32 hundreds. Well, I know 32 is bigger than 15, so I know I at least can put 1 of each item in here. Let me see. 32. I'm going to look at my multiples. 15, 30, 45. Oh, 45 is too big. I'm going to go back to 30. 30 is our second multiple of 15. So I know that I can multiply 15 by something with by 2 of a unit to get to my 30 of that unit. So 15, we're trying to get to 32 hundreds. So 15 times 2 hundreds, because 32 hundreds, so we're talking about hundreds. Let's see, 15 times 2 is 30, like we had said. And now the ones, because 5's in the ones place, times hundreds is hundreds. So we're going to add 2 more zeros, 3,000. 15 times 200 is 3,000. We're going to subtract 8, 0, 2, and 3 minus 3 is 0. So let's see. Now I have 2 hundreds. Well, I can't split 200 or 2 into 15 groups. So I'm going to look now into my tens. I have 20 tens. And I know I can at least put 1 into 15 groups, 1 10 into 15 groups. So let's see. I'm looking at my multiples. I see that we have 15. Oh, you know what? 30 is already too big for 20. So we're going to go back to that 15. That's the first multiple of 15. So I know that I'm going to be multiplying 15 by, we're trying to get to 20 tens. So I'm going to put 1 10, which is just 10, over here. And we're going to subtract. 15 times 10 is 150. 8 minus 0 is 8. 0 minus 5 we can't do, so we're going to regroup. 10 minus 5 is 5. And 1 minus 1 is nothing. So now we have 58 left. Let me see. I'm looking at my multiples. I'm seeing 60. That's close, but it's still too big. I'm going to go back 1 to 45. That's 1 to the third multiple of 15. So I know I can multiply 15 by 3. 15 times 3 is 45 because I wrote it right over here. Now I'm going to subtract. 8 minus 5 is 3. 5 minus 4 is 1. Oh, well, 13, that's a really big number. But you know what? This number is still smaller than 15, our divisor. So when we have a number here that's smaller, even though it's really big, as long as it's smaller than our divisor, we're actually done dividing. This is a remainder. So we're going to add these up. 200 plus 10 plus 3 is 213, and we're going to have remainder 13 from the 13 over here. So let's see if our math is correct. We're going to multiply to see if we're right. So we're multiplying 213, because that's our quotient, times our divisor, which is 15. 5 times 3 is 15, carry the 1. 5 times 1 is 5, plus 1 is 6. Cross out the 1. 2 times 5 is 10. Now we're going to be multiplying by 1 in the tens place, so we're going to put a 0 in the ones place. 1 times 3 is 3. 1 times 1 is 1. 1 times 2 is 2. Add 5, 9, 1, 3. Close, but not there yet. Oh, that's right. We still need to add in our remainder. 3,195 plus 13. 5 plus 3 is 8. 9 plus 1 is 10. 0, carry the 1. 1 plus 1 is 2. 3 plus nothing is 3. 3,208. That's the number we started with. So we know this answer, our quotient, is correct. We're going to write it on the line. 213, remainder 13. And now we're done.